losing to $25,000 to $50,000 for every boss.
If you're gonna bring up some money, first before you bring up the money, you gotta pay out the 100K you owe me. I want $100,000 USD wired to my bank before we talk about any of this shit. Can we do that? I never collected. Hey, and he remembers.
So, Kai Cenat just managed to make his $100,000 problem with XQC even messier. And honestly, at this point, it's not even about the money. It's about how every time there's a chance for him to prove people wrong, he takes the quickest exit possible.
Stop bringing the chat in it.
No! I'm not! I'm cut! Who's so funny, man? Look at the clown!
Oh my fucking god!
Fucking both of the clown over here, man. Thank you for your joke, man.
Yo, shut the fuck up, bitch!
When's the next skit, bitch? When's the next skit?
Whoa!
First, it was ghosting Jinxy in the middle of his tournament. Then, the whole Team Water situation, where everyone else on the call was throwing out $100,000 donations, like pocket change, and Kai was sitting there, acting like the charity was trying to scam him. Now, months later, he still hasn't paid XQC back, blocks his number, and then pretends like this is all just streamer drama people are blowing out of proportion. Watching him these days feels like watching the main character in a sitcom who keeps lying to cover up a small mistake until suddenly the entire neighborhood hates him.
Kai already owes me $100,000 for another thing, right? So I thought we could just pool it all together, make a big donation together. We could all hold hands and just like the good old days. I mean, it's just that I thought, dude, Kai blocked my number. Fair enough.
Not long ago, Kai was untouchable, breaking Twitch records, winning Streamer of the Year back-to-back, collabing with every celebrity who could spell Twitch without Googling it first. Even if you didn't watch him, you probably saw his clips, and there was this sense that he was winning at life in a way that was almost fun to root for. But the thing about being that visible is that once people start to sour on you, it's like blood in the water. One bad headline doesn't just stay a bad headline, it stacks on top of every other weird thing you've done, until your name starts carrying that little, oh, here we go again energy. And Kai has been collecting those moments like Pokémon cards. The XQC beef is the clearest example. We're not talking about some small misunderstanding here. Kai agreed to pay him 100K, didn't do it, and months later, instead of settling it privately, just cut off contact completely. The timing made it worse. The charity stream with MrBeast, Aiden Ross, Jinxy, and XQC could have been the easiest PR win of his life. Everyone was hyped, pledging big numbers for Team Water, and all Kai had to do was match the vibe.
Watch flexing shit with me, please, cause we can do whatever you want to do. Watch for watch, house for
Oh no.
Or at least act supportive. Instead, he stayed silent like the teacher had just called on him to read out loud, and he hadn't been paying attention. That silence isn't neutral when people already think you're stingy and fake generous. And here's where the fake label stops being about his laugh. The laugh stuff has been a running joke for months. TikTok tearing him apart for reacting to the smallest things like he just saw the gates of heaven open. Overblown facial expressions, hands on his head, falling out of his chair, all for something that barely deserved a smile.
Yo, I'm gonna be in shape by December.
People clowning him for it isn't new, but when you put that over-the-top performative energy next to how he acts in moments that aren't for clout, the contrast is brutal. It's like he saves all the hype and effort for whatever will trend, then turns into background noise when there's nothing in it for him. The Jinxy situation is the perfect example. A smaller creator runs a Clash Royale tournament,
oh my gosh, bro,
and Kai just ghosts mid-event. No heads up, no explanation,
hold
just
on.
leaves.
Y'all want to do a tournament? Cause I think that would be fire, bro. Like if y'all play each other.
Echo? Who's echoing? Kai, fix your
Gosh,
shit,
it might
bro.
be me. Wait, is it better now?
So go to your
account.
Oh, choose your player name.
He's single. Anybody in the chat want to?
so
Anybody single in the chat?
chat. I don't even know if this is gonna happen. I don't even know if a single word I've said it.
Yeah, spam one about your smack.
Can you guys hear me?
I ain't gonna he tough. I ain't gonna he faked up that. I ain't gonna eat it.
Kai is doing an IRL?
What the fuck is this?
And it's not like this was a one-off emergency, because when chat started spamming L's, that's when he gave a half apology. If you respect someone's time, you don't wait for public pressure to say sorry. You do it because you actually care about not looking like a jerk. The more you line these situations up, the harder it is to believe they're just accidents. Every time there's a choice between being genuine and being strategic, he picks strategic. Hyping up an artist's mid-tier song could be genuine love for the track, sure, but it could also be angling for a guest spot. Refusing to donate while others go big for charity could be financial caution, but it also stops others from getting PR without him getting some too. Blocking XQC while still owing him 6 figures? That's not strategy. That's just burning a bridge and hoping people stop looking. That's where my patience started running out. At first, I defended him. I figured the laugh thing was part of the job, the charity stuff was a miscommunication, and the Jinxy ghosting was bad timing. But when you stack it all together, the picture that emerges isn't of a misunderstood entertainer. It's of a guy who's great at showing up when it makes him look good, and even better at disappearing when it won't. The internet can smell that from a mile away. So, when people say Kai's fake side is getting worse, it's not that he's suddenly become a different person. It's that we're seeing more of the parts he's been able to hide behind loud reactions and chaotic energy. The fake laugh is the punchline. The real joke is how often he treats relationships, opportunities, and even his own promises like content, only worth engaging with if there's a clip in it for him. That's why the hate train isn't slowing down. By the time the 100k debt and block combo with XQC hit the timeline, Kai's reputation wasn't just dented. It was like one of those used cars on Facebook Marketplace where the seller writes cosmetic damage only, but the entire front end is missing. Even if you tried to defend him on that one, there's still the view-botting cloud over him and his circle, the Aiden Ross made you jab that hit harder than it probably should have.
You know, you and Train are the only streamers I'll go ride or die for. And it's because you guys have loyalty, you guys have hundreds of millions of dollars. You guys will slide for me and I'll slide for you guys at any moment.
I feel the same way, especially, listen, people can say whatever they want about you, but especially these days, I know you're not like a complete fuckhead, you know? Like, you're more thoughtful than you used to be for sure.
Thank you, bro.
And the Nigeria school promise that's now just a reminder of how easy it is to get applause for something you don't follow through on.
Millions. I don't blame him. Get your bag, demon. He want that private jet by next year. I know what he's doing.
The view-botting drama could have been a minor hiccup if he'd handled it differently. Earlier this year, XQC noticed 2 of Kai's close friends jump from tiny Twitch numbers to 60,000 viewers overnight, with only about 30% verified accounts. You don't have to be an expert to know that ratio screams bots. Engagement in chat didn't match either. Thousands watching, but barely anyone typing. Instead of addressing the data, Kai jumped in swinging, accusing XQC of throwing shade because his friends were winning. That's not a defense, that's deflection. If anything, it made him look more defensive than if he just said, I don't know, I'll look into it. It's like getting pulled over, and instead of showing your license, you start yelling about how your cousin drives faster. Then came the Drake call, where XQC was asked about his least favorite streamer he's put on, and while he didn't say Kai's name, it was pretty clear who he meant.
Guy, like, who's your least favorite streamer that you've put on?
He's trying to get messy. Nah, he's trying to get messy. Nah, hell nah. Alright, I'll tell you what.
Yeah. I can think of 3. I can think of 3. Like the neon, the Kais. Like I can think of. I can think of. Come on, man.
X is dropping bombs.
He lumped him in with the neons and the Kais, and basically implied Aiden Ross built his platform. Whether that's true or not doesn't matter. It sticks. For Kai, whose brand is being the top dog through his own grind, that's the kind of comment you can't just laugh off. Instead of brushing it off, he told people XQC was down bad in his DMs. So XQC pulled the receipts, and surprise, the messages weren't what Kai described. In an age where everyone screenshots everything, trying to score petty points without proof is just asking to be fact-checked in real time. And then there's the Nigeria school situation.
Just another day where Kai Cenat and Rakai have not donated to Team Water. First, it was the Nigerian school scam. No schools have been built, and also Kai Cenat has not donated $400,000.
Probably the most disappointing of all. Kai went to Nigeria, made a big show of donating to build a school, and everyone cheered. It was one of those feel-good streamer moments that wipes away old drama. But now the school's abandoned, unfinished, and stands as a monument to how good intentions mean nothing without follow-through. You can only pull that kind of move once before people start calling it charity for clout. What ties all of this together isn't just the bad optics, it's the way Kai handles them. Every time, it's either loud deflection or total silence. silence. There's never a, yeah, that's on me, I'll fix it. Unless the backlash is so big he can't ignore it. That's why the fake label sticks. If you're performative when it benefits you, but combative or quiet when it doesn't, people will assume the quiet one is the real you. This isn't about perfection. Nobody expects a streamer to never make mistakes. It's about consistency. If you're going to be the guy who's always real and authentic on stream, you can't switch it off when you lose control of the narrative. Kai's acting like the audience can't connect the dots. He thinks he can crank up the hype, get laughs, and people will forget the charity refusal, the ghosted tournament, the unfinished school, and the unpaid debt. But people aren't forgetting. They're adding to the list. That's why every new headline about him hits harder. Nobody's judging these situations in isolation anymore. They're part of the same ongoing story about someone who shows up when the cameras are rolling and disappears when it's time to clean up. The 100K beef with XQC is just the latest chapter, but the book's already been written. Loud doesn't equal funny, hype doesn't equal genuine, and if you can't back up the image you've built, people will tear it down for you. And right now, Kai's giving them more than enough material to work with. See you on the next. Peace.